Looks away, creates the passing lane for Thiago Motta, who tried to thread the needle to find Verratti. Fabinho. Falcao.
Oh, good ball.
It's a perfect ball for Sidibé. Into the area, Sidibé chips the goalkeeper. It's in the back of the net, and Monaco have the opening goal. They turned defense into attack better than anyone in Europe. And it's Djibril Sidibé. 1-0 to Monaco.
Andres, that is one of the best through balls that you'll ever see. How was that run spotted? We saw it at the far side of your screen, but look at this first-time effort from Tielemans. That is why he was brought in. Just an absolutely magical ball that is from the Belgian midfielder. First time, knew exactly where the run was of Sidibé, who was unmarked. No one saw the big man making that run on the right. And then the nice little chip. No wonder he's playing a bit further forward. Had a pair of goals last season, but something you expect from the most clinical.
Just a quick note on Kurzawa's positioning there. As you saw, he was very central. That's something you could expect out of both Kurzawa and Dani Alves when he plays it right back as opposed to attack. They're almost false midfielders. They like to play on the inside. Here's Dani Alves. Oh, what a hit! Alves with a debut goal to level it in Tangeri.
This is an absolute stunner from the ex-Barca man. Scored some spectacular goals with Juventus last season in some of the biggest games. But right here from the set piece, absolutely no chance for Daniel Subasic. It's a good thing he doesn't get a touch onto it or taking his hand clean off. Power placement, it dips at the final moment. Look at this, over the wall. It's a missile into the top corner from Dani Alves. It even seems to swerve and change direction in midair. Look at this replay right here. The final moment, it just starts swerving right into the top corner. That is...
For Dani Alves, the cross in for Cavani, and it's Rabiot who meets it. It's Paris, back from a 1-goal deficit. They're 1 goal in front.
Monaco beaten in the air once again. A few moments ago, you saw Rabiot rising over the top of Glick, nearly scoring a header. This time the delivery is to Rabiot and had Cavani right alongside him. It's a beautiful cross in right into the heart of the danger zone. Lovely switches out wide. Meunier here. But who else but Dani Alves? He's been involved in everything positive for PSG. And where was Jemerson? Covering the near post where there was no one. Both the PSG players had taken up a more central position. Jemerson losing both. And Kamil Glick can't just teleport himself right in front of those two. That is a brilliant cross, but maybe a few questions asked of the Brazilian defender Jemerson on this one. That is what Dani Alves has been doing his entire career. What a free transfer.
We'll make that 2 goal. Neymar delivers. Met nicely at the heart of the area by Carrillo. Following up was Saint-Maximin. Fleury in front of Ariola's goal. The Parisian goalkeeper able to deal with the danger.
A good hit there from Carrillo. Ariola had to get low so quickly. Just peels away from his marker. Carrillo, he's leaning back when he strikes it.
Driven low to the near post and just wide by Touré. 10 minutes to play. Not quite the 9 goals the last time the Trophée des Champions came to the stadium. Back when it was Lille against Marseille, but it's been a lovely opener. Fabinho. Dispossessed by Dani Alves. Verratti pushes Fabinho to the ground. Al Jafari wants to break them up. The Moroccan referee, that has to be at the very least a yellow card for Marco Verratti.
Didn't like the challenge from Fabinho on Dani Alves.
So Marco Verratti picks up the first yellow card for a PSG player. He comes in the 82nd minute. Fabinho also booked.
Verratti saying you went down a bit too easily, Fabinho.
Must have been very physical with each other all game long. Spent some time at Real Madrid Castilla as well as Rio Ave.
There was that swipe right there after the ball was right there, a little kick out and then swipes through. It doesn't catch Dani Alves, but it's the intent that wasn't appreciated. And I think Fabinho goes down a bit too early.
Falcao is pushed to the ground. Yuri Tielemans who placed this one. And Neymar who's right alongside. Tielemans puts plenty on it, and it's punched away by Oriola. We're expecting big things from this kid, 20 years old. Yuri Tielemans paid $29 million US for his transfer from Anderlecht. He scored 18 goals in all competitions last season, including 5 in the Europa League. And he is the...
Good ball.
They find Tielemans, who sends it wide for Lemar. Sent into the heart of the area. And that was Thiago Silva. Fabinho. Tommy Lemar. Screwball was back on. It falls for Fabinho. There's Matuidi to beat. Instead, it's Thomas Lemar. Chip toward Falcao. And it's wide from the Colombian.
Oh, he got up there so high. 2 defenders around him, and look at how Falcao soars to get this one. 3 attempted crosses from that left side of Monaco's attack. Thomas Lemar again putting in a decent ball, surveying his options and always looking for El Tigre. Rapio there just doing enough to not allow Falcao to get a full thundering header on.
Fabinho moved back. Sent back by Lemar. Heavy touch from Tommy Lemar. Early cross. Just squeezes its way through. But Adeola is here to pounce.
I was saying it was a handball.
Rabiot took something off of it, wasn't with his hand. To Rabiot, who's intercepted it. Nkunku. Gerish. Rabiot. Plenty of space and time for Nkunku, now closed down by Yuri Tielemans. Nkunku delivers! And really sneaks into that back post.
Yeah, maybe didn't think that Nkunku would go for goal, but how close was that to creeping in, or even if he could find a run at the far post. Not a bad attempt at all.
Last attack for Monaco. Oh, swung into the area. Falcao. Saint-Maximin cut it back inside to his left. Scoop toward Fabinho. Well read by Marquinhos. And there's the final whistle for the 5th consecutive year. Paris Saint-Germain opened the season with the Champions Trophy in tow. Monaco 1, Paris 2, after Sidibé's opener, 2 unanswered goals from Dani Alves and Javier Pastore. Well, they weren't champions of Ligue 1 this time, as they were the last 4 occasions. But nonetheless, they are once again, for the 5th year in a row and the 7th time in their history, the Champions Trophy winners. The French take on the Supercup for now 5 consecutive campaigns. They're just 1 back in the all-time from Lyon, the record holders.
It was a brilliant tactical battle as well. Both teams really going all out in the first half. Then you saw the way that PSG just shifted to that more defensive shape after taking the lead, and Monaco just not able to get the right sort of chances to really test that Aola.
Well, that was the first trophy that Unai Emery won last season, his first with PSG. He went on to add the Coupe de la Ligue and the French Cup, and he kicks off the new campaign with a new Champions Trophy. Monaco 1, PSG 2. Back to Terry Lee in studio.